And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 93 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And Shark hauls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 22 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Winkler. This one swung out to Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Winkler. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Rodgers. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On the move to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Winkler. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Shark's got it, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
On first down, Winkler. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Winkler. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run with Barkley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back. For quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Winkler. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Back to throw. Winkler completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away. That one complete. He finds Shark. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now Jones. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley, out to his left. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Looking to throw. Winkler. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Welcome back now to Denver. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. Chark with a completion along the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Chark with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is Shepard on the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Winkler. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the move to his left. And Shark calls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, This one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, Winkler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Winkler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, he finds more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by